Hello twin flames, this is your July forecast for the fire signs. So that would be Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. This is the last video of the 4 that I've made with the July forecast for twin flames specifically, because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I have a channel, a different channel, Mindful Bamboo, where I post monthly forecast for each individual zodiac sign, but it's in more a generic note, not specifically for twins or light workers. So I'm trying something new. I'm trying to introduce new formats to this channel, and I feel like I don't have a chance to do another 12 readings here, but I will try to at least cover them on the elemental level. And last but not least, we're finally onto the fire element. So let's see what's going to be happening for you this month. The way I do it is I'll do it for the feminine and the masculine collective. So you can watch it for, like, if your divine feminine is a fire sign, if your divine masculine is a fire sign. If you're if you are a fire sign, regardless of whether you are a feminine or masculine energy, right? So, and for example, if I'm a divine feminine earth sign, my twin is a masculine fire sign, I'll be watching the earth sign video, especially the DF part of it. Although I would say that both DF and DM would be important, especially if you were guided in your own journey to focus more on balancing out masculine and feminine energies, right? And then because my twin is a fire sign, I'll be watching the fire signs video for the DM part. That's kind of how I build it, how I see it. And for each of the collectives, I'm asking 3 questions. First one is going to be what's going to be happening energetically for this twin collective in the month of July. The second question is what kind of actions are being taken, what's going to be happening in 3D space. And the third one is what action is directed towards this connection and getting closer to the union with your twin. And whether you admit it or not, I'm going to start shuffling and I'll pull the first card for divine feminine of the fire sign. Whether you know or you agree that your twin is taking a conscious action, an action towards union, whether it's conscious or unconscious on their side, they're still taking action towards union. All right. So here we have here and now. I'm pretty sure I've had it in one of the readings already. Let me read the oracle message from the book. Everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. Beautiful. Let's see what we have for divine masculine of the fire element. By the book, number 11, the master number. Okay, it's about respect and tradition and rules. Let's see. Quite a long message here. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even evolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules. even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So, harmonizing the nature laws and the human laws. All right, let's get into tarot. I will be using the tarot of the mystic moments for the feminine energies, and I'll lay out the cards and then I'll go through them. So yeah, let's get cards for the 5D space, for the energetic space. What do we need to know about months of July? Apart from the fact, of course, that the North Node is switching from Taurus to Aries, which is a fire sign, on the 17th of July. We have Venus and Mars in one of the, well, actually they're in Cancer, but they will be moving into Leo in the months of July. So yeah, we have quite a few transits that are important. Queen of Swords, Five of Swords. Okay, what's going to be happening in 3D space? What actions are being taken? What do we need to know about the karmic experiences of divine feminines of the fire sign? A fire sign. Nine of Wands, please clarify. Okay. Eight of Swords in reverse. And finally, what action is being taken towards this connection, towards the twin flame connection, towards union? Ooh. All right. Cards are flying today. I guess it's not surprising with the fiery energy, right? Queen of Pentacles. Clarified by Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So, masculines, what is going to be happening with you in the 5D space? What are the energies of the months? What are the dynamics that we need to be aware of? Two of Wands, clarified by Four of Cups in reverse. What about 3D space? What do we need to know about the karmic path during this time? Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords. And finally, what action is being taken towards union? Wow, Four of Wands and the Lovers. I mean, couldn't be a more perfect combination when it comes to movement towards twin flame union. Alrighty, and we have Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Look at that. For the feminines, we had Ten of Swords, by the way. Yeah, I see like general, a little more intense energy for the feminine here. So let's start question by question. So first of all, we are looking at the 5D space, at the energies, at the ethers and the dynamic in the month of July. So for the feminines, we have Queen of Swords. We actually have two queens here, right? Yes. Queen of Swords clarified by Five of Swords. So these are very opposite energies, I would say. And it's telling me that the feminines will be looking at mastering the difference between authentic and sincere expression and something that is done based on certain obligation or people-pleasing patterns, right? And it's interesting because the main drive for that analysis and making distinction between the two and being conscious about taking action in specific situation based on these energies will be mostly driven by the fact that the feminine will see how the unauthentic action will be causing pain both to other people involved and to the feminine themselves, right? So it'd be like, well, it seems on the surface like it's a win-win, like it's a compromise, like let's make everybody happy. But if we dig deeper, we see that the feminine themselves is unhappy. And if we dig even deeper, we see that nobody in that situation is truly happy, if we explore that timeline from the beginning to end. But this is even more in the, it comes in more in an energetic level, right? It's like giving some prompts that this is not right. You've been doing this every time in this situation, but it's time to change the patterns. It's changing the mindset. For the masculines, we see Two of Wands and Four of Cups in reverse. So the masculines do not want to be struggling with they are upset from unrequited love, considering not making tough decisions because of how much of the past failures, of how much they've been let down, of how much they were opening up and didn't see the same in return. So they're now leaving this behind energetically, or they're choosing to live more in the energy of conscious choice. And I like that this is the wand energy, which is the fire energy specifically, right? It's like, and I like that there's an eagle here. So it symbolizes strength and also hope, right? And also showing the direction to the brighter future. So it's like being more whole and choosing something that may not be an easy option, but something that will be a lot more satisfying in the long run. And not just deciding on something, because the Two of Wands is a choice, right? That's the whole idea, choosing between the two. Choosing something not because it will prevent or it will not cause you pain, right? You're still keeping the safe distance, but actually choosing something because it's spiritually correct. It's spiritually loving, kind, compassionate, positively charged, high vibrational choice. Yes, that's the one. Thank you. Now let's see what's happening in 3D space. For the feminines, we have Nine of Wands clarified by Eight of Swords in reverse. There's an 8 and a 9. They're different suits, but there's still a bit of a progression. And what we can see again, because this card is in reverse, the feminine, you see there is a feminine actually here looking at this situation. So the feminines are acknowledging that they've self-sabotaged a lot of potentially successful events in their life just because of their own fears, of their own insecurities. Even when they found like a 1,000 excuses in the physical of why they decided not to go for something, not to risk it, not to try it, right? Like now there is a clear picture for that. And that immediately, this vision, this clarity, this acceptance opens up new doors. That's what I'm hearing here. So it's interesting though that the Nine of Wands, which is the fear, is actually portrayed in this card through these stitches that she's got on her. It's almost like this rose has hurt her with the thorns far too many times, and it looks nice, right? It looks pretty, but when you come too close, it hurts. I almost said it bites you. It's too sharp and it's causing pain, right? So there is this idea now subconsciously that I'm not gonna go for too much of a risk, too much outside of my comfort zone, because it's gonna hurt, because it's too much of an unknown situation. And the feminine is seeing how this manifests in self-sabotaging patterns and is not serving them. So this is like the wise decision to go within first of all, because she's got her eyes closed here, right? And find the light-hearted energy in this, right? See how you can work with the rose, how you can appreciate the rose without getting hurt by the thorns. For the masculines, we have Ace of Cups clarified by Seven of Swords. So that's another, this is now a synchronicity for the masculine side of the fire energy, where there is a juxtaposition of something honest and loving versus something that's sneaky or not very truthful. And again, the masculines will see these examples in very specific life situations, right? So that they can compare how did the situation pan out, where there was a loving choice, first of all, a self-loving choice, and unconditionally loving choice was this card, right? So it can be about actual self-love, it can be love to the significant other, like a soulmate, to a parent, to a child, right? But like where this was their driving force, you know, the way things worked out, and where there was a desire to kind of hide certain knowledge or emotions under the carpet, where there was an obligation to keep things tactful and polite and positive, but actually that wasn't the real energy, right? That we'll see how that pans out. Okay, movement towards union. We have Queen of Pentacles clarified by 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So the feminine actually sees here how they are capable, they are super potent in creating abundance in their life, in creating the comfort of the home that will be a family nest, or you know, that is already a family nest if you have a family, right? This is a wife card, a mother card, the like hostess, like the of the household card, right? And as opposed to the 10 of Pentacles, which is in reverse here, where it's about family, community, a group of people, and it kind of presupposes that your masculine is part of the picture, right? That you're creating together. This is the time, and this is where the feminine sees a big value to create that abundance from their side by themselves, right? Like it's important to realize that in the physical in order to prepare for this 10 of Pentacles energy together. And not just from financial standpoint, because it's always good to like save up some money or make some wise investments that will be useful for a family down the line. This is even more about mindset and energetic changes, where a healthy energy of attracting abundance will be attracting all kinds of merits and loving experiences and people that will be loving you all around, right? And that's like a prerequisite, like a must-have to a successful family life that will be happy and healthy and prosperous. For the masculine side, I'm it's hard to comment something here because if you're the person watching tarot readings, you already know that this is like the ultimate major and minor kind of manifestation of the twin flame union, the lovers and the four of wands, the actual union in the physical too, not just energetic. So I'm getting this picture of masculines hearing the hallelujah music, understanding what it's all about and how their union with their twin will be impacting every aspect in their life in a profound creative way. See how much orange and yellow we see here. Those are the masculine chakras, by the way, the sacral and the solar plexus, right? So it's about encouraging the creativity and productiveness, the passion, and also the courage to stand your ground, to be yourself, to present yourself in the world freely, right? So masculines can see how they're dynamic with the feminine and strengthening the relationship, right? Because actually for once about the next step, the stronger commitment. Doesn't have to be marriage. If you just met 2 weeks ago, it's probably not gonna be marriage for you, right? But this is like the next step. This is like meeting parents or going away for a few days, whatever that next step is for you. So the masculines can see how that part of the experience where they before they thought that this is like one part of their life, right? A relationship with a feminine energy. But now they see through the specific connection with their twin flame, divine feminine, how their entire life is changing in a positive way. And that's when they start believing in miracles, in the true love, you know, and all the wonderful things that they're able to manifest now. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all. I will be here with the 7/7 portal reading tomorrow. It's actually 777 because 2023 comes down to the number of 7 in numerology. So it's a pretty big deal. I will be talking about that, so make sure you tune in and watch that video. And for now, I wish you all the best. Bye everyone.